Hey guys, how's it going? Onage here and welcome to a new video. This time we are at Monza in Italy. Obviously the temple of speed is what they call it, and we're getting in my Mercedes for another league race then. So another league race with AOR, Apex Online Racing, and we're ready then for the qualifying. So it's a dry qualifying. I can tell you as well that the race will be dry, so 0% chance of rain. As me and Chicane are heading out right now onto the track. As you can see, there's Chicane coming up behind me as well, and basically we are going to do an outlap, but basically Chicane and me had a little bit of a strategy, which I'll be explaining very soon. Right now we have a lap time of a 120.6, but as you can see as well, we are on the prime tire here, so I'm going for a different strategy. I would like to start on the prime tire and then switch to the options in the final stint of the race, but I'll come onto that a bit later. Right now, Fat First is a pole position, 119.6. I have no idea how he did that. My fastest lap, my personal best, was at 1 minute 20.0. So I didn't even get in the 119s, and that was with options as well. So I have no idea how he did that. Very strong lap. This is Monza, and we do have to be a little bit careful with the corner cuts, because it's very easy to cut corners, especially in Ascari, which is coming up next, and the game will not, warn you for corner cutting or give a penalty or whatever like that. So we have to be careful. And here we go. I'm right now in P4. Alex is in P3. I think Kifla is in P2, and Smuffler is behind me in the southward end. So this is our strategy. Chicane and me practiced for this before the race. Basically, he would be slipstreaming me throughout the lap, so that slipstream would help him with his lap time. So here we go, then starting the lap. Chicane is right behind me in my slipstream, and hopefully that will help him getting a good time. So here we go, starting the lap, opening up the DRS and hitting the ref limiter. Obviously very high speed, 348 kilometers an hour, braking at the 150 meter board, then shift down to the first gear, and you want to cut these corners as much as you can without obviously locking or cutting them too much, and hopefully have a very good exit, which I did have indeed, using around half of my curse. And then that sums up the first sector. For the next corner you want to brake just before the 100 meter board, shift down to second gear, even to first gear there to get the car turn in nicely. I'm purple right now, so fastest of everyone so far, shifting down to third gear and then back up to fourth when you get on the accelerator, shift up to fifth, and then at the 50 meter board back to fourth. Here we go, using the rest of our curse, or a little bit of our curse, opening up DRS, but saving 100k of curse for after the Parabolica, which comes in sector 3, which starts right now. Here's Ascari, brake at the 100 meter board, and then throw it in there, swing it in there, as I'm right now about 3/10 up on my previous lap. Chicane is following me quite nicely behind, so he will have another slipstream advantage here. And then Parabolica, you want to have a very good exit, stay as close as you can to the white line on the outside there, which I didn't really do in this lap, but it didn't cost me time or anything. So there we go, 119.954, and that is on the prime tire. That gave me second place, just 3/10 away from Fat First, and I think that was the best lap I could do, definitely. Chicane, I think he did a 120.2 or a 20.3, cannot really remember. He did a 20.3, okay, there we go. So this is it then. Chicane told me that he was very happy with the slipstream, so I'm very happy that I could help him out a little bit. That moved him up into P5 for the race. So Fat First with a great lap. I don't know how he did it, very quick. He's on the option tires though, and I am on the prime tire, starting in second place, and Alex is in third, my title rival. Basically I noticed in the practice that there wasn't such a big difference between the options and prime in terms of the qualifying time. It was around 1 or maybe like 1 or 2 tenths difference, not sure though. The prime tires felt really good, so that's why I'm going with them. And then this is the strategy for the race, so hopefully these prime tires will last for 10 laps, and then I can switch in lap 20 to the option tires. So here's the strategy then, going to the starting grid, and so there we have Fat First. Obviously the first corner, I think it will be quite hectic. It's a very tight corner. And there we go, there's my teammate Chicane. He did start on the options. I think I was the only one on the prime, but I think Justin, Vegas Pirate, he started on the primes as well. Maybe some more people, but not in the top 5, I think. So we go, the lights are coming on and they're out right now and having quite a good start. Going to mix free, which I normally don't do at the start, but this time I will because it's quite a long run before we arrive to the first corner. So we go then braking for the first corner. It seems like everything goes well. Alex around my outside there, and oh, no contact there, I think. No, and as you can see, I think Alex had a very poor exit out of that chicane. He was there on the inside, which scared me a little bit. I didn't expect him to be there, so I turned in, but then had to back out of it. But I don't think I, made contact or anything. As Alex has a lot of slipstream on me here. Oh, and he's actually, his car was disappearing there in the mirror for a second. Luckily, nothing serious happened. Look in the mirror, there comes Kifla on the right hand side, on the inside of Alex. Can he take the place? Yes, he can. So right now, Kifla in third place, and Alex in fourth place, and it seems like Fatfors is pulling away already. The gap, I would say it's around 1.3 seconds already, and Kifla is then very close behind me, and he's in my slipstream. Let's see if he can pass me. He's on the outside for Ascari, which is normally not the best line for him. No, it's not. I have the inside line here, so he backed out of it there. Now again, Alex is coming up to him. So run a little bit wide here at the exit. Alex is on the outside of Kifla for the Parabolica, but I'm giving Kifla slipstream because, well, Alex is my title rival, so basically I don't want him to overtake Kifla, if you know what I mean. I want to give Kifla a little bit of an advantage. Alex wants a little bit wide in Parabolica. It's a close connection to Barcelona as well. So the gap to Fatfors already up to 2.2 seconds just after one lap. And look behind me, there's Chicane is coming through as well. I'm giving Chicane the slipstream now a little bit. Here we go, the first corner. Chicane, oh, he goes on the inside and completely outbrakes himself, and then Alex touches me here, gives me a little bit of a shove. But I do hold the place there, and Chicane lets everybody back through because he outbraked himself for the first corner. I can tell you that I got a little bit of a shove from Alex, but luckily he didn't overtake me or anything. As again, Alex is having a profit thanks to the slipstream. Slipstream is very effective. That's why Chicane and me did that tactic in the qualifying. A bit like Ferrari, if you can remember Ferrari, they used to do it as well in their qualifying sessions when they would, slipstream. But it seems like Alex is losing a little bit of time now. That's basically my only hope that I can my tires basically are in a better shape compared to the option tires from them, because they will wear a little bit faster obviously than my prime tire. So that's my hope here. So Alex again, he has the slipstream advantage, so I cannot pull away from him. But Fatfors definitely can pull away from me. Holy shit, he's very quick. The gap is probably around 4 seconds already, just after 2 laps. As I have to defend from Alex here, going to mix free. But no, Alex just cruises past there using the slipstream, and I want to switch back on him. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Probably my fault, sorry for that. Switching to mix 2 there and braking for the first corner. Alex brakes quite early on the inside here. He goes a bit deep in the corner, going for the undercut then, and hopefully have a better exit here, which I do have indeed. Just a curse then. Got back past him there, so I made a little bit of contact on that straight. I think Alex moved over a little bit to the right in order to defend, and I moved over to the left to get some slipstream, but it didn't work out and made a little bit of contact, so I apologize for that. A little bit naughty, but can't really do anything about it. Just have to stay calm now and don't be over aggressive, as Alex is still very close behind me. And I think he has DRS now. Yes, he does have DRS. DRS is enabled this lap, so he will be closing me down definitely on this DRS zone. We have 2 DRS zones for this track, but he's too far back at the moment. Let's go a little bit deep into Ascari. That's going to cost me some time definitely. And Alex, yes, it does seem like he has a better exit out of that Ascari, so he's in my slipstream already, going for the inside, but he's not overtaking me yet, which is very clever, because he's waiting for this line, which you see on the track there. That's a DRS line. And I think he was basically, he didn't really want to pass me in order to get DRS. So he has DRS now. I'm going to mix free, but I basically knew already that this was, I couldn't do anything about this basically. I do wait right now before I switch to the left hand side. Just make sure we do it safe now and don't make that other mistake that we had before. So whoa, got on the outside there, but there was no room, and Alex squeezed me off the track there. Nothing too serious though. I had to avoid him by cutting that corner. Nothing too serious once again, as I do now have the slipstream advantage, and instead of him going around the outside here, can I make it stick? No, It's too tight in there, you know, you cannot do it. But I do have a better exit here. He defends the inside once again, going around the outside for the first Lesmo. Can I make it stick? No, I cannot. It's just very difficult around that Lesmo. And look at the mirrors as well. Raiden and Kifla behind me are battling as well. And we should have DRS now on Alex. Yes, we do have DRS on him. Going to lean. I want to save a little bit of fuel, but the tires are starting to wear quite a bit. Thanks to the battling that we have going on right now. And look at behind me, Raiden. He closed up to me. So a very good race from Raiden so far, up in P4. Actually, I think he was on prime tires as well, so Raiden is doing very well. Excuse me, I forgot to mention that. Raiden is on the prime tires as well. Anyway, very close behind Alex. Alex was a little bit wide into the Parabolica. And I have quite a bit of curse. So here we go then. Use the curse straight off the line a little bit and then opening up the DRS. Hopefully I can pass him here, going around the outside for the first corner. Let's see if we can make a stick. Who has the big balls? Who can brake late? I think Alex brake very late there, going around the outside, which will be the inside here. Cutting over that corner because I don't want to hit him. And he still keeps that place, so very well driven there from Alex. But obviously I was quite careful there. I got completely over the second apex, basically, of that chicane, because I did not want to hit him. And we are continuing the battle then. Very careful with corner cuts. I do not want to cut the corners as Kifla, whoa, behind me has a very good exit out of that chicane. Can he make a stick? He's on the inside. I have to go around the outside here. And it seems like I can just about hold on to the third position. But thanks to that, Alex did pull out a little bit the gap between him and me. So there's a little bit of a gap, going to mix free in order to close that gap down a little bit, which I do manage indeed, thanks with the help of the DRS as well. And exit of Ascari, it seems like I got a better exit out of that Ascari. And the tires are starting to wear quite a bit, actually, more than I expected. Going on the inside for the Parabolica already. Can I make a stick? I will have DRS because I was behind him at the DRS line. Going on the inside here, Alex is on the outside, so I have to leave him plenty of room, which I do indeed. And look behind me, Kifla and Alex, they are right now behind me, but Kifla, he has to slip him on Alex as well, so we are free wide here, but no, not free wide because we lose connection to Kifla. And can I keep this place against Alex? He's going around the outside here, I have to leave him room. Going for the switchback, the undercut. No, that didn't work. Very good move from Alex there around my outside. I left him room there. He squeezed me, remember, he did, but I left him room this time. So very good move from him around the outside there. Obviously I'm being very careful here, I don't want to make any contact. And again around the outside here, but no, it's not going to work, so I do have to get a better exit in out of this chicane, which I do have indeed. Going on the inside here, I should be able to make this stick probably. No, I'm too careful. Although I'm still on the inside here for the next corner, but having a bit of a bad exit, bit of contact there as well. No, can't make it stick there. I was on the inside, but I'm being really careful. Don't want to make contact. Don't want to smash him off or anything. I just want to be, you know, sensible right now. Be smart. Oh, big corner cut there in Ascari. Shouldn't do that. As I said, just want to be sensible. Want to be smart. I know that I'm on the prime tire, and I know that I'm keeping up with Alex. Which is all in my advantage, as he defends the inside here for a Parabolic. I have to go around the outside, but no, it's not going to work. A little bit of lag involved there as well. His car, as you can see on the right hand side, it is moving quite a bit, and he goes into pits then. So after 6 laps, he goes into the pits, and now we have basically clean air in front of us because Jack first has pitted as well. So that leaves the prime runners, you know, still running. Which is me, Raiden and Vegas Pirate. So Vegas Pirate in third, and as you can see on minimap, Justin isn't that far back from us, so Justin is driving a very good race so far. Obviously we had some battles in the opening couple of laps, which definitely slowed everyone down, which you can see here as well because I'm doing purple right now, now that I have clean air in front of me. Indeed, 3.3 seconds the gap between Raiden and Justin, and Raiden is 1.5 seconds away from me. So let's keep that gap in mind and see if I can, you know, put away from him. Then now that I have clean air in front of me, so the tires are starting to wear quite a bit. Lap 10 is my scheduled pit stop, but we might have to change that to lap 9 or something, as I take Ascari quite well there. That's basically the line you want to get through there. I think I was exactly on the line, so not a cut. At least that's what I think. Obviously, it's quite hard to judge from the cockpit view, but I think that was pretty good corner. So that sums up lap 7 then. And right now I have to push a little bit. I know that Alex and Fat First will be on the option tire as I do the personal best, my personal best. And going into lap 9, and this is indeed going to be my pit stop lap, my in lap, because the tires are quite worn. I extended the gap to Raiden 2.6 seconds, and I had a quite a good and consistent pace. I was doing mid 23s the whole time, but I do notice now a loss in performance. The tires are starting to wear quite a bit. 22.6 fastest lap from Fat First. I think Fat First is still in front of Alex, and got on the grass there, instant lock up, and that's not good. Basically got on the grass there and then locked up the tires instantly thanks to that. And I had to cut the corner, but with this game, when you cut the corner, that corner, it slows you down instantly. Like, I don't know, it seems very weird. It has like an auto brake which brakes automatically, so I lost a little bit of time there, unfortunately, but it was my own mistake. Indeed, lost a lot of time there, 2 seconds to be precise, well 1.8 seconds to be precise, I guess, and lost quite a bit to Raiden. So basically that that mistake was a good marker to pit right now, basically. So here we're gonna coming into the pits, making that mistake. I was 100% sure that I had to pit. So 1 lap earlier than I expected, but there we go. Going on the prime tires and look in the mirrors, there comes Vegas Pirate in the pits, and he holds me up 5.3 seconds. And normally you would do 3.2 seconds, 3.0 I think. So I lost about 2 seconds there, unfortunately, and ended up behind Raiden as well. So not a good pit stop, but unfortunately these things happen, and you cannot do anything about it. You just have to deal with it. As I brake way too late for this first hairpin to cut the corner completely. Luckily no contact with Raiden, and waiting a little bit there before I get back on the throttle, so that I was sure that I didn't gain any time by doing that. So a very sloppy mistake there. Was it necessary? Definitely not. And as you can see on the minimap, that dot in front of Raiden is Alex. So Alex has a big lead over me, which is thanks to the mistake I made, and thanks to the new fresh tires of him, and thanks to the pit stop as well, where I get held up as I have a mover on Raiden right now. I expected him to defend the inside, but he didn't, so I squeezed through there and then have the inside for Ascari. No problems there whatsoever. Also keep in mind, Smuffler is right now behind Raiden, and our tires are still a little bit cold, not up to optimal temperature. So Smuffler is looking good as Raiden comes out of my slipstream and he disappears in the mirrors. So it was quite a bit of a scary moment, to be fair. I was a little bit scared there. His car suddenly disappeared, so I didn't know whether he was on my inside and stuff, but luckily that ended up well. So 7 seconds to Alex, so I lost a lot of time in that stint, unfortunately. But our advantage is right now that we do have the fresher tires. I think he's on the prime tires as well, but yeah, his tires are obviously about 5 laps old, and we still have fresh tires, so we should be able to close up on him in theory. And indeed already gained 4 tenths just in that first sector, doing a purple time there as well, extending the gap to Raiden and hopefully keeping it fair as well. It's obviously really difficult to keep the car within the right lines in Monza. Obviously a few cuts and stuff like that, it's not the end of the world, but when you cut every lap a corner, it's obviously not good. As you can see here, big cut in Ascari. That was my fault. I turned in way too early for that corner, and that was thanks to the new tires. I didn't expect they had so much grip. It does always take me quite a few laps before I really get confident and used to the grip that the new tires give. It just always takes me a little while before I get used to that, and I had a big cut in that Ascari. Shouldn't do that throughout the whole race. So doing the fast lap of race 122.1, fast lap of the race then is what I wanted to say. and Raiden is about 1 second behind me, so we still have to keep an eye out on him. And the gap is 6 seconds to Alex, so I think I made up about 1 second in that one single lap, so it's looking good. Doing purple once again, about 1/10 quicker than my previous sector. 5.7 seconds. Get another 2/10 I think in that middle sector, and it's looking really good so far. I'm making up the time. Unfortunately, we got held up in the pit stop and I made that mistake, but you just gotta deal with that. I mean, these things happen in motor racing and you can cry about it a lot, but at the end of the day you just have to deal with it and recover it. I mean, the best drivers, in my opinion, are able to recover from you know, bad situations, if you know what I mean. They should have the possibility, or should be able to recover when things aren't going their way. But that's my opinion. I'm sure that some other people will have different opinions on that. Anyway, another lap, another quick lap I should say, 121.9, so we are in the 121s and 5.4 seconds to Alex. So at the bottom of the screen you can see Chicane retired from the race, which is very unfortunate as we get in lap 15, 122.2 was the time, so very consistent. Chicane retired from the race. I can tell you what happened. He obviously was still battling in the opening laps in front. I mean, you saw him outbraking himself, and after that his race was pretty much a nightmare. There was a car, I think it was Grenu, who was sideways on the track, and Chicane hit him and lost his front wing, and at that point his race was pretty much over, so that's the reason why he retired. So very bad luck for Chicane, and I feel very sorry to see that. He was doing very well in qualifying. Remember, he did a 120.3. I was very proud of him, very glad that I could help him in that qualifying lap of the slipstream. Unfortunately his race ends here, which is not good for the Constructors' Championship, but there we go. So the gap to Alex, 3.3 seconds, managed to gain like 2 seconds I think in the last couple of laps, so we definitely have the pace over him at the moment. Obviously I think his tires will be quite worn at this stage, so remember he pitted earlier than we did, and doing another 22.2, so indeed very consistent, 2 100s down compared to the previous lap. So these tires are very consistent even when they start to wear, which is very good to see. 3 seconds to Alex then, and that's first chicane. Is quite tricky actually. You want to cut basically you want to cut it as much as possible, which gives you as well the best acceleration, but obviously you want to keep the car within the white lines, and it's very tight in there for sure. And this is very hard to cut as well, or very hard to not cut I should say. But yeah, you just have to do the best you can. So there's a little bit of smoke in front, a little bit of grass kicked up there, so visually the gap looks closer to Alex. We are in lap 16. I think this should be Alex's scheduled pit stop. Remember, he pitted in lap 6, and I said that the prime tires would last for about 10 laps, so this should be his scheduled pit stop lap, his in lap. He's indeed losing a lot of time to me, 2.4 seconds, so it wouldn't surprise me if he goes into the pits. And on the minimap you can see as well he closed down the gap to Fat first, so very good job from Alex there in order to he was able to close the gap down to a couple of seconds, and they both indeed head into the pits. And this is then the time where I have to be very consistent, and where I have to show a good pace, because they will have new fresh tires, and I know that I'll be losing time to them, but it's critical the amount of time I will lose in this in these couple of laps, 3 laps if it's right, because I should pit in lap 20. So I hope to stay in the low 122s, and yeah, then we will see where we end up. Remember, I will have the option tires for the last stint. I know I have to overtake Fat first and Alex both, but yeah, you just have to deal with that then. Bit on the grass there. That gives a little bit of understeer when you get in the grass. Not too bad though. We have a gap of 7.5 seconds to Raiden, so unfortunately for him he wasn't able to keep up with us. So I'm quite careful into that Ascari, don't want to cut the corner. So there we go then. Basically the reason why I went for the prime tire in qualifying, oh sorry, that's my phone. The reason why I went for the prime tire in qualifying was because I thought that Alex was very quick on this track, and I knew that I had to do something different probably in order to beat him. And as soon as I knew that there was not a huge difference between the prime and options, I immediately thought that I should go for the prime tire, as I do a 122.4, so I'm basically in the mid 122s now. But coming back on the prime tire choice, I thought I had to do something different in order to beat him. That's why I went for the prime tires. It's working out quite good so far. Remember that I got held up in the pits and made a mistake, which cost me a couple of seconds, so keeping that in mind, not a bad race so far, as Alex does a 121.6. So at this stage I knew he was doing 121.7 and I was doing 121.4. So that's a difference of 7/10. So I knew that Alex was doing 7/10, or I knew that Alex was lapping 7/10 quicker than me at this stage. So I had to respond on that in the next stint then. So the next stint is going to be crucial. For sure I've lost some time to Alex in the last 3 laps because he was on newer tires. But the amount of time is crucial, because I'm probably faster than both of them, both Fatfirst and Alex, in that final stint. 11 seconds to Raiden, and Fatfirst close down to Raiden as well. So here we go then, coming into the pits, and this is going to be crucial then, the final stint of the race for me, and switching then onto the option tires. This will be a very crucial stint, and it will be very exciting, I think. I have to overtake both of them in order to finish first. So here we go then, 3.1 seconds this time, no problems whatsoever. And Fatfirst already flies by, and here comes Alex as well, so rejoining in 3rd place. Then there's Alex in front. At this stage I thought, well, the gap isn't too big. I thought it would be bigger, so that was quite a relief for me. See if I make the same mistake in the first chicane. No, I don't make a mistake this time, learn from that. Remember in the previous pit exit, made a little bit of a mistake in that chicane. Grenu does a 121.4 and he is behind me, Grenu, so quite a good race from Grenu as well. 4.1 second to Alex. Right, let's keep that in mind and see if the gap is going to decrease or increase. Right now my tires aren't up to temperature, but still they give quite a good grip. But again, not up to temperature completely. Yes, I do have quite a bit of understeer there. I got quite lucky there. The gravel trap is waiting for you there on the outside of the corner every lap. And it's very easy to get into that gravel trap there. Quite a good corner here, Ascari. Turn in quite late there for my own, you know. I thought I turned in quite late there, but these option tires are having such a great grip. They grip very well. And look on the minimap, Alex is very close behind Fatfirst. He might have DRS on him sometime soon. There's a little bit of dust at the exit of the Parabolica. Taking a nice white line at the exit of the Parabolica there. Get as close to the grass as possible, which gives you the best speed for this very long straight. Obviously, as I said in the beginning of this video, the tempo of speed, Monza. Very high speeds here, 3.6 seconds already, so looking really good so far. Grenu is about 6 seconds behind me. We are, as I said before, looking very good here with these option tires. And doing purple, gained 4/10 in that sector. It seems like Alex has the pace on Fatfirst as well. He will have DRS, no doubt about that. He's very close. Look on the minimap. And if they are going to battle, that might be in our advantage as well, because a bit of overstay there. That might be in our advantage, because they will hold each other up a little bit while they're battling. Remember the gap was 3.2 and it now is 3.0, so another 2/10 gained there. And doing purple, but that's really not that weird because we're on option tires, remember. This is the advantage which you get when you get on option tires at the end of the race. So let's see what the gap is going, the time is going to be then. Should be the fast lap of the race. and indeed it is 120.86, 120.856 is it? I cannot really see because the editor software that I use isn't HD. Basically the preview which I watch isn't in high definition, so I cannot really see the difference between a 5 and a 6. Anyway, we skipped to lap 24, and Fat First is in front. So basically Alex overtook Fat First, but you can see visually the gap isn't that big anymore, and this is all playing in our hands at the moment. 3 laps to go, and we definitely have to pace on these guys, as Raiden does a 120.8, very good lap from him. But I keep improving, doing another purple of the race, and I feel very, very motivated. Very, what's it called? Very excited to overtake these guys. I feel very, yeah, very motivated, as I said before. I don't have DRS just yet though, but it definitely seems like the gap is around 1 second. So it would be, you know, it wouldn't be a surprise if I get DRS in the next DRS zone. It is indeed 1.1 seconds, so very close. But Fat First has slipstream on Alex, and they will be battling, I think, because Fat First will have DRS for that start-finish straight. And indeed, Fat First is very close to Alex. Look at that, very close. Fat First will have DRS on Alex. Let's see what he can do. Let's do a 120.7, so I keep improving the fastest lap. 120.7. 2 laps remaining. Look in front, they are battling. Let's see if this is going to end well. It does. Alex takes just the inside for the corner there, but they definitely are slowing down each other. And I'm very close to Fat First. Had a very good exit out of that first chicane, using a lot of curse, going to mix free, and using that slipstream then, going very close to him. And I thought this is my chance, using all of my curse and going just on the inside there. Very easy pass in the end of the day. Then behind Alex, but he gives me a shove. Fat First gives me a shove there. From the back, he hit me there, so there was no other option than cutting that chicane. Unfortunately, he bumped me in the back, and that yeah, that was the cause for me cutting the chicane there a little bit. But focusing on the battle with Alex now, I do have DRS on him, and he will be defending the outside. Now, oh, he's going on the inside, hitting the barrier there. Can I keep it? Oh, just about. Very hectic there. Very weird what happened there. We'll have another look at that in the slow motion at the end of the race. And I'm struggling now finding the wheel. Oh, this is not looking good now, is it? Fat First very close behind me in the slipstream, and going to mix free so I can make sure that I will have DRS on Alex, because that will help me, I think. A little bit of oversteer at the exit of the parabolica there as well. Staying in the slipstream of Alex. I do want to have the slipstream because it's very effective on this track. And using the DRS then. Well, what a moment was that. I got very scared there, but no time to talk about it right now, because we still have the battle in our hands with just 2 laps remaining. Fat First very close behind me as well, so I have to look behind me, but as well in front. And I know that slipstream is very effective at the exit of this first chicane and into Curva Grande, I think this corner is called, that left-hander, right-hander. As Alex defends the inside here, and I should have a better exit here, but yeah, I do have a better exit, but I had to get on the brake there, otherwise I would end up hitting Alex, so I went on the brakes there. And Alex, I have more grip than him visually. You can see I have more grip than him. Little bit of understeer here thanks to the dirty air, but we are very close to him using DRS then. And this should be an easy pass, I think, with DRS. And here we go, going to mix free just to make sure. And indeed, it is a very easy pass. So there we go, the lead of the race. And oh, big lock up there as well. Such a dramatic end to this race. Fat First had to avoid me there. And oh, now Fat First closes down right in front of me, or he slows down right in front of me. And I feel very frustrated at the moment. Got dropped back to second place there. Because I hit the gravel there. I locked up the wheel instantly. Just what happened, the same what happened in the in lap 9, the lap before my pit stop. Same happened, touched the curb. As Fat First has a look on my inside. Last lap of the race, can he make a stick? I'm going around the outside here. I have to leave him room, and just about can manage to hold on to the second place, but very close there, very close racing. And we are on -1 fuel as well. Last lap of the race, and Alex pulled a gap to me. 2 seconds is the gap. 7/10 to Fat First. I still want to push, but I knew that it was over. But still want to push though. Lots of oversteer there as well. Loads of steering corrections. Basically this is all frustration as well coming out. Yeah, it's just a little bit of frustration as well coming out there with those steering corrections. Stratford has the DRS on me, but he seems to be too far back at the moment. Luckily I do manage to keep my head just a little bit cool enough to not cut that Ascari corner. And the tires are worn. Cannot close the gap down to Alex anymore, but what a hectic race once again. And hopefully we should be able to come home in second place. Yeah, we do indeed. Oh, there we go then. Second place. Disappointed. I will talk about it later, but there's no, I couldn't talk about it during those final couple of laps because there were battles going on all over the place. And there we go then. Congratulations to Alex. Very good win from him. But yeah, at this point I thought that win was going to be mine, and then made that mistake. It was all my own mistake. The same thing happened to me in Silverstone, where I locked up instantly thanks to the curb. In lap 9 it happened in this race, and then again it happened there as well. Got on the curb, locked up instantly, gone in the gravel there. Anyway, that means the following for the championship. I'm still in the lead right now, 169 points. 3 points difference between Alex and me. Alex is in second place with 166 points, and Grenu is in third. But yeah, the championship is basically between me and Alex, and basically neither Alex or me have had back-to-back victories. I was very close here, having a back-to-back victory, but couldn't make it stick. Let's have a look then at a few slow motions. Here we go then, lap 25, behind Alex, using the DRS then, and in his slipstream, and obviously a big speed advantage. We will go to slow motion here. I just was about to go on the inside there, and then he switched to the inside and I had to go to the right. But I had my DRS open, which meant that there was not a lot of drag on the rear wing, and that caused me to have loads of oversteer, high speed, and that called me out completely. So nothing against Alex, he did a good job there defending. I mean, that's all legal and stuff, so he didn't do anything wrong. I already, I told him already as well that it was not his fault. He did say that he was quite aggressive there, but yeah, obviously not his fault. I mean, he had the right to go on the inside there, but I just didn't expect it. It was quite a late call from Alex, and then I had to go to the right hand side, which is usually not a problem, but for some reason I got a load of oversteer there. I just want to mention as well that currently someone is basically protesting against me. He wants a penalty for me, and I'll explain you then why. It is Fat First who wants a penalty for me. I don't really understand it, but we will have a look at it in slow motion. So here we go then. This is quite painful to watch back, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, that's not it. I get in the gravel here, and I rejoin the track because I had oversteer as well, and there comes Fat First, coming there in my mirror, and he cuts the corner there. And the reason why he gave the place back was because the game said that it was an illegal overtake. He does that quite dangerously though. I almost hit him there, but that's not the point. The point is that he said that I was intentionally blocking him there. Now we will have another look at it. I do agree that I'm in the way there, but I said as well, look, I cannot disappear. I agree that I got in the gravel trap, I'm in the way there, but I don't know, I cannot do anything else. It definitely wasn't my my intention to block him. Basically I expected him to go to the right actually and pass me around the outside, because normally you would not overtake a car off the track. So I don't know, it's very hard to judge this, and in my opinion it is very harsh to give a penalty for this. But you don't know, maybe the stewards will have a different opinion, which is fine. I mean, you've got to respect the what's called this, the decision of the stewards. Obviously it was my own fault getting in the gravel trap there, but things like these happen in motor racing. You just have to deal with it, in my opinion. And he was the car behind me. I looked at this footage. He doesn't really slow down for me, and on top of that he cuts Ascari as well a lot. He cutted Ascari for that corner. He cutted Ascari before that happened, and that gained him a huge spin advantage over me. And I don't know, trust me, I'm usually honest about incidents, but it wasn't my intention to block him, definitely not. I think it's just kind of a bit of a racing incident, and again, I think things like these happen. He was quite pissed at the end of the race as well. He was crying quite a bit about it. But again, we will see what the stewards will decide. I feel quite confident. I don't really think that a penalty is the right decision here. It's quite tough, I think. Very tough. Hard to say. We will leave that one for the stewards, shall we? I had a lot of fun in this race. I do not care if I get a penalty or something. I just had a lot of fun this race. That's in my opinion where it's all about. So that sums up pretty much everything. I know it was a very hectic race there. I obviously had that very weird DRS incident where I hit the barrier. I was quite lucky there to not lose my front wing or anything. And as well in lap 26 with that mistake. I will let you guys know whether I have a penalty or not. So if you want to have an update on that, I will leave an update when there is a decision from the stewards in the comment section of the video. We will see what they will decide. I'm not too worried. Anyway, I think that was it. Again, feeling quite not sad or anything, but definitely I was looking good for the win. But I cannot blame anyone. I should blame myself because it was my mistake. Cannot blame anyone else for that. So good fun. Very happy to still at the end of the day take home second place. Again, was my own mistake there when I locked up. So I think that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like. I appreciate all your support and stuff like that. It's really good to see people supporting you. Thanks for that, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.